career hacks or tips you've learned that are not conventional that you would like to share with listeners? Mike?
Yeah, I'll start. I think one thing that I actually always thought was really annoying when people said it, because it's so cliche, but I found that it really works, is fake it till you make it. And if you apply that properly, it really helps. Meaning, like, if you are not and when I was like an intern in college, I remember, like, I was like, I don't know, how am I supposed to succeed with all these, like, smart people that are, like, doing all this stuff around me? And my boss was like, just try faking confidence for a week. And, like, feel confident in everything you're saying for, like, a week and just see how it goes. And I was, like, the next week, I was like, holy shit! This is what everyone's doing? So, yeah. And so, I mean, that actually really did help a lot. And then, you know, one thing that I found that I still struggle with to this day, but faking, honestly, being energetic and super happy at work. I mean, I'm so focused that, like, I'm like, you know, like, just talking to people, and not always, like, doldrums, but, like, not happy and excited and energetic and everything. And I found that every time that I've done that, I feel better and I'm getting better results from people. So I think that's one thing. And then the other thing, I was just going to make a plug here for one of the books that I found very helpful, is How to Make Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. It is the worst ever title for a book, but it is also extremely helpful information. And, you know, a lot of it's pretty simple. Like, one of the chapters is called Smile. Just literally smile. But, I mean, you know, for example, another thing, you know, I more recently applied this at work is, you know, somebody made a mistake and you don't try to make them feel bad about it. What you do is you just try to, like, say, oh, you know, like, and empathize and sort of not try to make them feel bad and just say, okay, this is the process moving forward, and not saying, you screwed up, what's wrong with you, sort of thing, which a lot of people do, you know, and it really, how do you think that's going to get you results next time? It's not.
It's just going to
people don't want to help you, and they're not going to. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had for that one.
You really do fuck up a lot of money.
I know, and when you yell at me about it, it makes me demotivated, Marcus. God.
Good tips.
Yeah.
I went the opposite direction with this, because I realized that my purpose in life and my passions lie far, far beyond my 9 to 5 that I'm working. So my hacks and tips have to do with aligning your career with what excites you.
Mm.
So if you're doing something you're not passionate about, or you're not helping other people in a meaningful way, you're going to make yourself miserable. And it's a bad place to be in, because you devote so much time to it. It's so much of your life. And so my advice is to find what excites you, what you're passionate about, what your purpose or part of your purpose is, and work towards moving in that direction. Because you can't just leave a job and have no money coming in and end up on the streets. There has to be a transition. So that is a choice. You could do that. Everything's a choice. So you could do that.
Actually, that's funny. I always said that to, like, I was like, you know what? One thing that always makes me feel better when I'm feeling really down on myself is, like, worst case scenario, I'll just give up and go live in the woods. You know, like, I could always try it, you know? It's better than just offing myself. But, and what I was going to actually say, and then you covered it, was that, you know, if it's helping people that is your passion, that is the way to go. But some people, it's not even their passion. So I think what you finalized with or closed with, which is the most important thing, is if your passion, if you've actually discovered what it is to really try to pursue it. Is that generally what we're going for?
Yeah. And there's ways to do it, even like in your free time. And there's so much opportunity out there, and there's so much potential with the internet, with entrepreneurial opportunities, and to just follow your interests. Like, if you like Pinocchio dolls, you can make money if you're the world's foremost expert on Pinocchio dolls. You know, that you have that opportunity in today's world if you work hard enough. Yeah, that's what I got.
Marcus?
For me, I do buy the fake it till you make it, but on the same token, I think in the professional world, you have to admit when you don't know the answer. Like that's something that a lot of people get wrong is people also respectfully say, well, let me look into that and get back to you instead of making up bullshit. So, but when you're younger, initially, at least I did, I definitely bullshitted more than anything
Yeah, you
else.
think you're supposed to know everything.
Yeah,
Right?
you think you're supposed to, but it actually shows maturity and poise to be able to say you don't know, but hey, you'll get the answer, and then follow through with it. For me, in the corporate schema of things, it would be don't be a conformist, be who you are and be an original. You'll stand out instead of being a douchebag like everybody else. Always, it's true. Always think,
Including Steve, I would say, yeah.
always think in terms of solutions. I learned that one early, but you'd be amazed how many people, don't be a whiner, a complainer, and/or a critic. Anyone can do that. There's no value in it. Value comes from people who look for ideas and solutions. It's always come from a solution mentality and paradigm. Don't be a victim. Always ask what you could have done better or what you can do better. See every situation as an opportunity. And then as far as some unconventional hacks, ones you won't find in many career guides would be have offices in multiple locations, so nobody really knows where you ever are. That one works really well. Even in winter months, back in my New York City days with one client, I had a bad habit of going out to a lot of very late nightclubs during the week, where Jay-Z and others would be hanging out back in their early fame days. And so getting to work by 8:30 was a challenge, but what I would do is like put a bunch of papers and other stuff in hidden places in the coat room, and basically, I'd then hide my jacket and other shit and grab all those said papers, walk around at like 10:30 and act like I'm reading said important papers, and you'd never know that I hadn't been there all morning. But, if I would have walked through with like my coat on and everything, but how would you know I wasn't in a meeting or doing something important? So that's another one of my favorites. Another one for those who've worked in investment banks is they don't let you take a private car home usually until 8 o'clock or later. My way around that one was to go to the gym at about 5:30 for a few hours, clean up, and then lo and behold, it'll be time for that private car service to go home. Beats the subway, ride in style. John?
Well, to coattail off what you said and have multiple offices, we had this awesome saying in the military. It's more so to get out of work, but out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
It's a good way if you're in that corporate environment to get, maybe
Keep your head down.
your other stuff done that you could work on. You guys know what it's all about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
No, my first job back in this country, and not being in an entrepreneurial role, that was my criticism. My first year review is like, you're too positive. You have too much energy and like ideas and story. You got to keep your head down. It's like, yeah. I'm like, man, this is not for me.
Great company, yeah.
Yeah.
But, and then, Frankie also said something, but I think it's important to stake your worth as soon as you enter a company. No one wants to be that guy who gets taken advantage of or does more than what they even get paid for. So that goes into, having faith in yourself. And even if you don't, like you said, fake it till you make it, but at least go and just show, like, you know what, I'm here. Even if you don't do a great job, just make it, boost yourself up a bit.
Yeah.
I think that'll go a long way.
And if you're finished, one thing I was actually going to follow up on from what you said is, like, the alternative to fake it till you make it that I think is also important is to be genuine. So you should be genuine, but also, I think when you say fake it till you make it, like, for example, I think I said confidence and energy.
Yeah.
Those are things that, like energy and happiness, that's not really faking it, right? And confidence, it's not really faking it. It's just pushing yourself to do that, right? It's just
Yeah.
a good way to say you have to push yourself to do it.
Yeah.
And since you don't believe you can do it, you're calling it faking it, right?
Yeah.
And that's really what it is.
Yeah, it's a misleading term because it's not creating a fake persona. It's more embodying a quality that you want to embody.
Yeah.
Empowering
Yeah.
even.
Visualization once again,
Yeah.
projecting forward. And another good hack is to, a lot of offices have private calling rooms and other stuff. Go to those rooms during the day, do a little yoga, breathing techniques, meditation, like get away, break it up. Or like I go to the stairs a lot now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Walk up and down the stairs just to break stuff up.
Take a walk.
All those little, tiny little things like that can make a big difference. And, or as famous Snoop Dogg always said, smoke weed every day.
An alternative option.
Yeah. But also, I would say going to the gym on your lunch break. That
Yeah.
breaks up the
Oh,
day
it's
nicely
awesome.
and breaks up
If you can, yeah.
sitting
You can.
nicely.
If you can exercise during the day, definitely.
Yeah.
Even just like simple stretches, especially with people who sit at desks so much, they're locked in with these like T-Rex like arms.
Yeah.
And it causes so many problems here.
Yeah.
Is that
You picture
Yeah. T-Rex Kuipers.
You guys have your chest keyboards.
whatever?
Yeah.
You know what I mean though, but
Yeah.
even if it's only slight, that's still not natural.
Yeah. And you're still
It's
holding
some
your
force, yeah.
arms in front of you all day.
Yeah.
So you gotta do some behind you to counteract it.
Or something above you.
Yeah, we're above
I got
So-
more up to the side.
one side.
As long as you're getting up and away.
I'd say we should listen to Fitness Jesus, which is your new name.
Fitness Jesus, I like it.